Hi guys, Colesy, and today I am going to be doing something different. We're going to be doing, this is arts and craftsy, okay? Today I'm gonna make a chain, a pendant. So me and Rapskilling been doing this podcast for a little while. It's called the For the Content Podcast, and you should definitely go and check it out. Now, part of the reason I want to do the podcast is it's a fun thing to do, but it gives me a chance to be weird in a new and different way and just do things that I want to do and haven't tried before, and just, I don't know, just kind of go a bit mad with it. The podcast has given me a new lease of life with that, and it's given me the willingness and ability to do stuff for the content, which is why we called the podcast For the Content. Anyway, so today I haven't told Raps about this at all. Turns out you can actually make jewelry from clay and then like fire it with a blowtorch, and it actually is silver, like real silver. It's not just like clay, it's silver. I mean, that should be self-explanatory. Anyway, I have a box here of things and stuff. We have clay silver, we've got scalpel, we have blades for scalpel, we have custom printed, 3D printed logos that say FTC on them for the content. In multiple different sizes, and we've had revisions of this, and I've had to speak to a person about 3D printing, and I'm not entirely sure if you're going to be able to see that on the black background, but they're there. We also have these, which are for keeping the height of the clay to the correct size. Dominus 3D Designs is my dude who's done my 3D printing for me. Very, very helpful. Thank you very much. We have these hole punches. We've got these little tiny silver clasps, which you probably can't even really see, but they're little tiny silver clasps in there. Look, I maybe have put too much time and effort and money into this. It went a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. You know, from when you see a TikTok of something and you think, oh, that's cool, to actually having to buy all the stuff, prepare it, look into how to do this, and I still don't know if it's going to be a success. These two cutters are pre-used. I have used them on some just normal clay that you can like bake in the oven. That will be my backup plan if the silver is to fail, but the silver is the cool thing because it will make a cool pendant, and then we'll be like cool boys that have our own pendants for our own podcast. It's dumb, I realize it, that's why I'm doing it. In the process, I didn't realize that these are actually printed the correct way round, which I didn't realize until I tried them, means that the actual, when you print the clay, when you like stamp it into the clay to cut the clay, they come out backwards, which is not the way you want them to do. So I had to get the 3D printed again, which I have not tried yet. I also got this one slightly bigger because this one was very small. This is it. I'm starting it now. Now with clay, the silver clay, I have never worked with the stuff before. I'm not a particularly like arty person, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'm very good at this stuff. We roll this out. We're gonna cut this out and we're gonna leave it to dry, and then gonna like blowtorch it to melt off all the clayness that is in here, and it turns it to silver. That's going to be a whole process. I don't even have a blowtorch at the time of recording this, but that's going to be a thing I have to buy and do. Again, another thing that just adds to this whole process. I guess I'm just going to go steal my sister's like a chopping board or something from inside, and a rolling pin. I have returned with equipment. I don't know what this is going to be like. Oh my god, I feel like, oh my god, there's a whole instruction thing? Shit, okay, I didn't know it was going to have all this instruction. That's a lot less clay than I thought it was going to be as well. I think we might have to do this. I don't even know if the smaller one's going to do it, to be honest. Some kilns, I haven't got a kiln, so I'm going to try the blowtorch method, which apparently does work. You know what? I've seen enough videos, I don't think I need the instructions. That is a lot less than I thought. Again, this stuff actually is silver, like real silver, so I mean, I guess the fact that there's not a lot of it for the money, it makes some sense. A little bit more rolling. I'm pushing it in, I'm doing it. Right, now I think this was the easiest method, is to peel it off sort of while it was on there. I tested using like clay before, so hopefully that will help me have some experience in using clay. How do I get it out? Scalpel. Oh, this has become more complicated than I thought. This will probably end up like pretty janky, and I thought that was what would be funny about it, to be honest. It's okay. It's okay. I feel like we can make it quite thin. That's okay. That's good. Oh! What about that? What about that? That looks kind of like I wanted. I'm just going to punch a hole. here. Okay. That I think that, you know, that says FTC, right? Maybe just like a little push. And then a peel off. It hasn't printed it. I can try and cut this by hand. I've got the shakiest hands in the world. I think we can count that as another one. These are the pieces that we have. We've got a couple of pendants. Got a few. We got 2 little donuts, and we got a blob. Now I'm going to leave these. It says leave them at least overnight, so I'm going to do that. It'll probably be a bit longer than that. But I'm going to leave these, and then I think when they've hardened, you can sand them, which I'll try and do to get rid of some of these like rougher edges on some of these bit of janky ones. So I'll do that, and then it's time to break out the blowtorch and see if we can actually make this stuff into silver. So catch you guys in a few days. But for you it'll be instantly, but for me it'll be a few days. We're back, day 2. Now, all of the clay things that we have made are now dry. So these are all the pieces that have dried. Today we're going to finish off these pieces. I have got some sandpaper here of different grits, I believe is the phrase. Different like roughnesses. And then I'm gonna try and be very careful, sand these down a little bit to try and make them look real nice if I can. I'm gonna try. And then I have attained a blowtorch and a block to blowtorch on that is fireproof. And then we're going to go into my sister's house, and I'm going to attempt to fire these using a blowtorch, which is the scary part of this, and it's the last part we need to do, really, before I can... Well, it's the last thing I can do that can really mess them up, because after that you just sort of shine them up and polish them off with a brush. I don't know how this is going to go. We're just going to have to see how it goes. Don't follow this as a tutorial. This is probably not a good idea, but I'm willing to take the risk with... Not my house, apparently. Just to be clear, I would have done this at my own house. It's just all my stuff is at my sister's house because this is where my office is. I instantly broke it. Alright, well, that's a test. I have to be very delicate. This one here, it did snap. This piece was a bit of a test piece, so that's fine. The 2 main ones I have managed to get sanded down a little bit. I genuinely have 2 shots at this to make 1 decent pendant out of this. We've got some testers that we can use on the blowtorch, but other than that, yeah, it's got to be a success. Let's go grab a blowtorch, shall we? Yeah, that works. God, that stinks. One. I'm gonna count that as done. I'm gonna turn the lights off for this one. They might be done. I'm hoping that's that. I need to like shine them up now. I'm back. I haven't changed the lens on the camera, so we're on the fisheye lens. As far as I'm aware, the blowtorching went okay. I followed the instructions which I was told, where they're supposed to go peachy color and you're supposed to do it for like a minute or so. They said you can't really overdo it, so hopefully... I've put them in some water while they were still hot. They shouldn't be too hot now. But I'm going to take them out and dry them, I guess. They've gone white on the outside, and if I brush them with a nice wire brush, the idea is that the silver will come through. Well, that is actually brushing away to some silver. I don't know whether you can see that. That's come out quite silvery. We compare it to the other one on my hand. You can see one of them is clearly silver. Oh my god, I think it friggin' worked. Right, well, we better do the other one. I'm going to be a little bit more delicate with this one because it is a little bit more thinner, bro. Dude, look at these little boys. These are kind of sick. I'm so glad with how they came out. Like, I don't think anybody's going into a jewelry shop being like, can I have one of those? But for what they are, they're handmade. They're kind of freaking cool. The only thing left to do is I've got to send Raps his one. I've got to send it to him over to Switzerland. And then we'll finish this video on the live reaction of him opening it. He doesn't know what it is, so I'm going to send this out to him and we'll get his live reaction. And that is where we'll finish the video. Thank you everyone for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a fun little adventure to go on. I was very scared using a blowtorch, I'm gonna be honest. But we did it, and I managed to make it successfully, and they look actually like not complete crap, I don't think. Let's see how Raps reacts, shall we? It's in a little package. It's not drugs. It is in a small bag that looks like drugs, but it's not.
You sent this through, you sent a package like this through customs.
Yes,
you sent
I did.
That through customs.
Yeah, so it's inside that, and I wrapped it so that you couldn't see it in case you did open the parcel and see it.
Yeah, I asked my wife to do that, so.
Yeah, no, that was a clever thing to do.
Oh, God.
Oh,
shit! Oh! Yo! Oh, this is so cool.
I'm going to be honest, I made us both. I'm wearing mine right now.
It's a for the content necklace!
For the content. I made us little chains because we're cool. And it's made of silver.
Out of silver?
Yeah, it's made of silver.
So if I ever go broke, I can pawn this.
Well, I don't think so. Like, yeah. But yeah, we both have one now. It's so dumb, and I just wanted to make it, and it's so stupid.
Oh, this is perfect, Colesy. Thank you, mate.